Yo, good morning, my people. What's up, world? It is Thursday, April 24th, and I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because with Him, all things is possible. Top of the morning to all my kings and queens. I hope everybody's feeling appreciated. I hope everybody's feeling thankful. I hope everybody's feeling blessed for seeing another day. And when knowing with him all things is possible. Safe travels to all my peoples out there moving, going to school, going to work, vacation, coming back from vacation, doctor's appointments, court, just going to the store. Wherever you are going, please get there safe. What's up, y'all? It's Thursday, Throwback Thursday. You know what I mean? Which is starting to be one of my favorite days. The word for the day is surroundings. Surroundings will be the word for the day. Maybe the word of your life. But for now, the word of the day. Um, Apologies too, y'all. Every morning I've been wanting to go live and I've been having some business I have to take care of. Like I actually have to take care today. I have some BI I have to take care today. But when you have to take care of business, there's just certain things that got to be put to the side. That was the case for me. Um, I had some things I needed to do and still have to do, but I had enough time this morning, and I said, okay, let me jump back on. Uh, so I don't want my peoples to think I forgot it. I didn't forget y'all. Uh, I actually have some great. I got some interviews coming up, y'all. So I had to get back into doing that. It's time for me to get on my bully, man. You know what I'm saying? I see myself could be in a better space than what I am. So I said, let me get back on my bully. Got a couple interviews coming up as y'all see me post. You get ready to see me post some more. Um, and today I'm gonna come back at 5 o'clock. It's Throwback Thursday, so we're gonna talk about Irish Mickey Ward. Oh man, oh man. I'm not seeing enough of y'all talk about these legends. I'm seeing too much of y'all just speak about the same stuff. But it's okay though. We're gonna get it together. So let's get ready to go. Let's start this. So for my newcomers, my regulars, everyone, welcome to the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. This is where it goes down at No Duck Zone podcast. Um, Surroundings could be a safe word. It could be a dangerous word. It depends on where you put your what situations you put yourself in. We always hear people say, uh, "Be careful," with the places you go, the people you hang around, um, things you're saying, things you're doing, and then it becomes, "Hey, just be aware of your surroundings." You know what I mean? Because we've been hearing that since we were children. What what is it coming to in life where you can't go out and enjoy yourself anymore because there's guns out there that's going to tell you that possibly today you can get shot. So you might not want to be over here because I missed the gun and I don't have a name to nobody I shoot. I'm just going to hit whoever the person shoots me towards. We had a 60-year-old woman, 61-year-old woman, uh, Tuesday night, a grandmother, a mother, who heard some shooting, went to I guess go check on the grandson. Actually walks out her door and the bullet hits her right in her head. Never saw it coming. Now I know what y'all thinking. Clarence, this happens every day. People get shot every day, B. Yeah, that's the crazy attitude y'all have, right? Y'all have that attitude until it's one of yours. We had a 28-year-old man in the Bronx, I think yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, who was shot too, and he died. When does it stop? When do we say enough's enough? When do we start paying attention to our surroundings? Your surroundings has a lot to do with it. Because a lot of y'all are comfortable in hanging in places and being around all kinds of people because you grew up with them, or you thinking nothing can happen to you, or you comfortable. When do you start protecting your space to make sure that you make it back home to yours? See, the idiots that's doing the killings and the shooting, they don't care. They don't care. And they got to live with what they've done. It's sickening when you think about it, because when we all go out, I don't care where we're going, there should never be a time where you don't want to go hang out. You don't want to go even hang out. You don't even want to be around people who look like you. I get into this all the time, and I know what a lot of y'all think, man. You have something against your people. Majority of the time, I do, because I'm sick of the stupid, ratchet, ghetto ass behavior. No, not all of us. It's not about if it's all of us. It's the ones that's going. It's the ones that's making all of us look like we're animals, as if we can't control ourselves. Or when we walk into a store, a supermarket, a sneaker store, everywhere we go, we got to be watched. Not because they are familiar with me and you in particular, but there's been a history on what our people have done. So now we got to be in the category that all of y'all are the same. Why should it be like that? It shouldn't. And I see it. I see it when I get on the train. I see it when I'm walking. I see it all the time. And it's disgusting. And it hurts. Now we know violence is something that's a part of life. We know violence is not going anywhere. We know this already. We're not shocked about this. But at some point, when do we pay attention to our surroundings? Granted, we know death's a part of life. Y'all have to stop thinking life is okay because you accept that death is a part of life. Because if you just say, oh, we all gotta die one day. G5 Gay, what's up, my brother? D Free, I see you. What up? We can't just accept that death is a part of life and that's it. That's it. We all got to die one day. And that's very true. But to use those words, to keep saying that to yourself, makes me think eventually you don't care about your surroundings. We all know death is a part of life. We don't have to keep pushing that. But until it's time for us to go, when that happens, we let God decide that. If we don't decide that for him, we need to protect our surroundings. The word of the day is surroundings. That's family, that's friends. Nowadays, you can't even go back to your old community, your old neighborhood. You got to be careful. You got to be careful when you're walking down this block or when you go to this party. When you pull up in this parking lot that looks like it's fun, and it's a whole bunch of people, you go, let me pull up over here, man. Shit, it's good. It look like it's popping over here. And that's exactly what it is. Because eventually somebody's gonna come with that type of mentality and shoot it up. Rather if it's somebody they got into it with, or they trying to hit somebody, but you just happen to be the person in the way. And it doesn't make any sense. It's sickening. When do we take the time to protect our surroundings? Now, granted, this was a 61-year-old mother who was just going to get a grandson. And just before she could even see him, she gets shot in her head. I mean, goddamn, we can't even go outside our doors. 61. Now, some of y'all that don't realize that 61 is still young, you know, compared to when you're in your 80s and 90s. You could be 61 and have a mother or father in their 90s. It all depends. It is sickening that you have all these dumbass, non-shooting ass people who's just out there shooting because they're trying to kill each other. They're not hitting a target. They're a bunch of punks. Nobody wants to use their hands anymore. That's what we're dealing with. A bunch of punks. See, I keep telling y'all be like, the gun laws in New York is crazy. These motherfuckers don't care nothing about no laws here. They don't care nothing about it. That's the one thing about us. We don't need permission to do anything. There's people gonna do it anyway. It's funny. I was just telling my wife. I said they need to go do a whole sweep and just grab everybody off the damn street. What happened is now. What's gonna happen is they I believe they stopped that stop and frisk. They had stopped it. Now these type of shootings are going to get the stop and frisk back on. And you know what? I didn't agree with it at first, but now I do. Now I do. Because you have a bunch of pure assholes just running the streets, being reckless for no reason. For what? BVO, I see you. We have to pay more attention to our surroundings. You can't take your kid to a park because you're like, yo, we can't go to that park. Why can't we go to that park? And it's hard to explain to a kid why you can't go to a park sometimes. No, that's a bad park. But I want to play there. You're not playing there. You tell your child as they older, as a teenager, don't go over there. BC, what up? Yeah, BC, what up? I don't want to catch you hanging over there. That's a bad area. There's a lot of shootings. There's a lot of robberies. There's a lot of this. There's a lot of that. When, as a people, we're going to protect our surroundings? When? I should never feel uncomfortable about going around people who look like me. I should never feel uncomfortable. But I smell bullshit from a mile away. And that's what makes me not go. I smell bullshit from a mile away. Believe it or not. Remember, I always told y'all have to pick where y'all go, who you hang out with, what time you want to hang out, and what time you're going to leave. Even if people saying, damn, you only kicked it for 3 hours, you out already? Yeah. Yeah, I'm leaving. I came to kick it. Now I'm gone. But nobody cares. Nobody's thinking about that because it's more important to just hang out, to get high, to get drunk. Same routine every day. The same routine every day could get you killed just because you were in an area or in a space you shouldn't have been in. Surroundings is the word of the day, y'all. I want to give my condolences to that family. At some point, I'm probably going to walk up there and I'm going to walk up there and give my condolences to the family. Um, that's gotta hurt. You're seeing your grandmother one minute, and then the next minute she's laid out with a sheet over her face because a bunch of pure assholes decide that, hey, we're just gonna shoot up the places. We have an issue with each other. It's it's tragic. It's something that should have never happened. And these are the people that we supposed to call our brothers and sisters. These ain't my brothers. Just because they black, they ain't my brothers. And really, they ain't black. They a bunch of Negroes. They ain't my brother. And I don't claim Negroes. I don't. 61 years old. All she wanted to do was go get a grandson. She heard some shots. Now, the only thing I can't say I didn't agree with this, but I didn't agree with it was she heard some shots. She wanted to see where her grandson was. But it would have been better for her to call him on the phone than to walk out. Walks out the door. Bah! Josh, I see you. Y'all make me sick. Y'all make me sick. I cannot stand you monkey ass dudes. I can't stand y'all. Y'all don't know how bad I can't stand y'all. I can't. There needs to be a whole different planet. They need to move y'all on. I cannot stand y'all. I can't. Because we all got Mike, I see you. We all got grandparents. We all got parents. We are parents. Can you imagine if one minute we're cooking for our kids or we cooking for our grandchildren and one of our grandchildren is outside, we hear shots or we hear some arguing going on. We go out there to see, and before we could even reach them, we get killed. What kind of nonsense is that? We're gonna have to pay more attention to our surroundings. I'm telling you, we're gonna have to. It hits very different, Josh. It hits different. And rather if it's granny, your mom's, your aunt, your uncle, whatever, that shit is crazy. You know, I'm driving and it's crazy because me and Tiff, we going to work Wednesday morning. We just so happen to see it and we like, damn, what the hell happened out here? We looking, it's like 2 blocks. That's like, you know what I'm saying? Yellow tape. And we like, yo, what the fuck going on out here? What happened? This is why I tell my wife, I have to take you to work. This is why I have to take you to work. That's why them days you see me, the days y'all see me recording and I threw it up was the times you see me taking her to work. Because I didn't do the morning chop up because the times that I was supposed to do the morning chop up, I had things to do. And my job is to make sure I'm gonna make sure my wife gets to work safe. I'm gonna make sure that I protect her surroundings. Now, sometimes I might be a little overprotective, but I don't give a damn. Because there's more women getting attacked out here than anything. There's women getting pushed in front of the train. You got these assholes on these bikes that ride by, snatch their purse, and grab the woman so damn hard where they drag the woman down the damn block. Women are walking up, women are standing there minding their business, and dudes are walking up and just punching them. Women we talking about. That's what kind of sucker ass dudes we got in this world. These are the type of people that God continues to allow to live. He allows them to live. Not blaming him, but he loves you. But at some point, y'all are going to get what's coming to y'all. These are the kind of people that when something happened to them, I don't feel bad for them. Because now these people have to make plans for a funeral, possibly next week or the week after, whatever, because everybody don't have money like that. Which that's another thing I want to get into. That's something else I wanted to get into about that. Wisdom. Doesn't make any damn sense. You know, Mother's Day was coming next month. They just celebrated Easter. Oh, Grandma, what you want for Mother's Day, Grandma? Where you want to go for Mother's Day, Grandma? Grandma, you know, I've been getting you something every year for Mother's Day, Grandma. Now, how the fuck are they supposed to feel for Mother's Day this year? Huh? How are they supposed to feel for Mother's Day this year? It's a simple question. I'm sorry, y'all, if this is too emotional for y'all early in the morning, but it's real. It's real because we don't care about it until it happens to one of us. When it happens to one of us, we're ready to fight the world. Got to pay attention to our surroundings, y'all. We have to. Nobody cares. These kids don't care. These grown ass people don't care because we're not going to just put it on the kids. People don't care. They don't care anymore. So when the cops are out here randomly shooting people who look like us, the first thing y'all gonna go is, yo, these cops is out of control because they keep killing us. Or they killing us or we killing ourselves. That's the question I want y'all to think long and hard about. Or they killing us or are we killing ourselves? Because you can't tell me it's okay that we can kill each other, but when the cops do it, it's World War X. But see, but that's different. How is it different? If we killing each other, why should they give a shit about us? Think about that. You gonna tell me it's different? Well, it's different because you know we all come from the same place, so you know there's gonna be times we gonna bump heads because we were different gangs, we were different neighborhoods. My mother don't like his mother, so it's different, you know. So we gotta find a way to get that shit off our chest. But the police, they are enemies, man. So when they shoot one of us, man, we gotta retaliate by starting a riot and tearing the neighborhood up. Man, y'all sound stupid. Make that make sense. Because it makes no sense to me, none whatsoever. And it's only going to get worse. The weather's getting nice now, especially here in New York. The weather getting nice now. It's starting to go to the 70s and 80s almost. And it seems like as soon as the weather get real nice, the idiots come out. Not just youngsters, because we can say the young people. It's some of you older people are stupid too. Nobody. The problem is nobody's finding nothing to do with their life. You stand in front of corner stores. Y'all get high all day. Same routine. You look for that one girl that everybody in the neighborhood it already done ran up in, or you try to look for the girl that nobody's ran up in that you know you can't get a time of day up with. Y'all have no lives, none at all, and it's not about being perfect. Y'all have no life. Nobody wants to get nothing together. Everybody just wants to run around being reckless and think that being a gangster is cool. All that shooting don't make you no. Is y'all are not gangsters. I told you, gangsters are people who are taking care of their family, doing what they got to do, staying out the way. Me, people with YouTube channels who are trying to one day work for themselves, go full time. That's gangster to be able to provide for your family. Because people don't know how much money you can really make off this and what it could do for your life, the places it could take you. That's gangster. Not these assholes you see out here committing these crimes. They're a bunch of suckers. And I hate to say it, some of y'all should have been aborted. Some of y'all should have been aborted. I hate to be like that, but it is what it is. Some of y'all really should have been aborted. And it's super scary to have to walk around in fear, not knowing that if I go here, I'll go here. Jesus Christ, am I? Will I make it? Will I make it home? Will I make it here? All I want to do is just go across the street to go get this. Damn it, am I gonna make it? We can't live in a world where we hesitating to go places. We should be able to just get up and go. We should be able to just get up and go. Why should it ever be a time we have to hesitate to enjoy life? Why? Why? What, I mean, what sense does that make? So then, when you got that one person who you have a hard time getting out the house, and you go, man, you don't never want to come out the house. You don't never want to do nothing. You're boring. But let me tell you something for the ones who don't know. Sometimes boring is safe. You have people who have been traumatized. You have had people who have had things happen to them that it's no coming back. It's no coming back from it. A lot of people have a reason for why they don't want to come out and enjoy the world as they should because of something that they have experienced, something they heard about, and it frightens them. So why should they come out? Y'all just think this. Y'all just really think that this is a game, and it's not a game. It's not a game. It is. It's 1,000% real out here, and people are losing behind it. But y'all the same idiots that just think that, hey, well, That's part of life. What can we do? People die every day, B. You know, they die every day. It's part of life. That ain't gonna stop me from enjoying life. It's not the point. Nothing shouldn't stop you from enjoying life. But there's certain things that you think about that makes you freeze up and go, you know what? I was gonna go there, but I don't want to go there now. There's some things that'll make you second guess and go, nah, I'm good. It's just unbelievable how we have yet to seem that, we have yet to got it together. We have yet to get it together, and we just think that nothing is wrong with it. So when I'm on that, yo, I don't like going around motherfuckers who, and it's hard to, it's hard to be like that because it's like, they'll tell you, hey, you should love your people. I never said I didn't, but there's a different type of class of us, and those people I don't like, and I never will, because you serve no purpose. Eric, oh, what up? You serve no purpose. Those people serve no purpose. The word of the day is surroundings. Protect your surroundings. I don't care what you got to do to protect your surroundings. I don't care what you got to do. Do whatever it is that you got to do. But you make sure you protect that. Don't let anybody don't let anybody tell you different. Don't let anybody think for you. Protect your surroundings. And protecting your surroundings sometimes even means moving. Yes, we know violence is everywhere, but there is some of them places that you can get up and pick up and leave and go, you know what? You can do that. Hey, I want you to live a better life, and this ain't no place to raise my kids, or my child doesn't need to go to school here, and that's cool. All this that, yo, you act like you owe your neighborhood something, and you gotta live here, you gotta be here. You don't. And it's not about just picking up and leaving, but you also gotta save, which a lot of y'all don't do because you're just comfortable in your community. You're comfortable. But then you same people, oh man, listen, it's unbelievable with y'all. Same people who want to complain, but one of your loved ones get killed, you'll complain. Hmm? Oh, I can't take this. This is why I can't stand the ghetto. I can't stand the hood. Oh, this is why I can't. But you choose to still be here. You choose to still be here. Now I don't get that. And I've seen that a million times. Gotta protect your surroundings, y'all. Gotta protect your surroundings. You gotta do it. It's nasty out here. People don't care. People are selfish. And they just it's what we call up here. It's nasty work up here right now. And I'm sure it's not just here, it's all over the world. But right here, it's nasty work. It's nasty out here. Nobody seems to give a shit. It's crazy, but it is what it is. Word of the day: surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings, ladies and gentlemen. Please, not just for you, for your kids, for your grandchildren. Dangerous out here. Very dangerous out here. Now I know it's too early, right, y'all? We don't want to hear all this sad shit, McLean. Come on now. We know you got something better to talk about. Let me tell you something. At any other time, if y'all feel like this is too much for y'all and y'all don't want to hear it, y'all more than welcome to unsubscribe. Because there's more important things in life besides throwing the jab. That's what's wrong with the world now. We too blinded. We don't take the time to see what's going on because we too busy on YouTube arguing about shit and debating about shit that's not really irrelevant. We too busy looking at these dumbass TV shows that's too much of a distraction. They got all this stuff going on in the world to distract y'all. Nobody wants to take the time until it happens to them. So at any time you guys say, yo, man, I don't want to hear this. It's too early in the morning. Hey, you don't have to come over here. But I'm going to be real at all times. But if you want to hear it or not. If you too busy worrying about what's the next big fight coming up, this ain't for you over here then. This ain't for you. And I can understand that because you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. But if these conversations are too much for you, then maybe this ain't for you. NYC Vibes, what's up, my guy? Good morning, bro. Yo, we got to get up, bro. Vibes, yo, holla at me, man. Hit me today. I'm gonna hit you. We got to talk, my guy. We ain't got up in a minute. I know you got your new job, bro, but we got to get up, bro. We got a big ass event next month on the 17th to get to, man. We got a big event to get to next month on the 17th, man. Freaky Tide Day, man. May 17th. We in Queens, man. Know what I'm saying? We got to get up. And even when I go to that event on May 17th in Queens, I'm going to pay attention to my surroundings. See, even when you go into a place where you are celebrating somebody's life and they passed away, you would think that people would have respect. That's a fact. You would think some people would have respect. You should be able to have respect when you go to somebody's memorial or when you celebrating their life. But you always got a group of assholes that pop a pill, sniff a little coke, they drink, whatever it is that they do, and something goes wrong. How can somebody get killed at somebody's when you're celebrating somebody's life and you're at an event? How somebody gets shot, pull out a knife, something happened? You go, wait a minute, we here to celebrate a man that we lost, or a woman that we lost, or a kid that we lost, but you assholes pick this time to get into an altercation because we're what? We're from different neighborhoods. You got a different color flag on, or you just got caught grilling me. You do, D Free? Okay, D Free, talk to me. You got my, oh damn, you don't have my number. Oh, I gotta send it to you. Yeah. So even when you're going to have fun, you still got to be aware of your surroundings. Think about it. You go to funerals, you might not have been, but there's times when people nowadays you can't go to a damn funeral. They shoot, they get into altercations at funerals. Now you gotta be aware of your surroundings at a goddamn funeral because you don't know what's gonna pop off, and then wonder why now police got to sit outside the funerals because the person that was murdered, right? Somebody might not like him. He might have been gang related or whatever. They want to make sure he really dead, and come by and light it up. It's real out here, y'all. Rather if y'all want to hear this shit or not, it's real out here. You ain't gotta listen to me. Just sit back and see how the summer of 2025 gonna be. Any state you live in, any county you live in, any borough you live in, watch it. Just watch. And it doesn't matter who's the governor in your city. It don't matter who's the mayor. It don't matter. They ain't gonna be able to stop none of that. They could if they wanted to. I think every part of America should be a stop and frisk. Stop and frisk. I didn't agree with the stop and frisk at first, but you do what you got to do. And it's sad enough you have to worry about the homeless people because you think the homeless people will be the last people on earth that you could be around and they safe. You can't even be around them. Stop and frisk should be for all over the world, not even just a New York thing. Get these people, these animals, these savages. They're not humans. They're animals and they're savages. Get them off the street. And then what kills me is that soon as somebody get caught, y'all got the nerve to be out here screaming free him. Free him for what? If he went out there and shot somebody, you out there talking about free him. I'm screaming keep his ass. Free him for what? Yo, man, yo, free my son KK. No, keep KK punk ass. Keep him. He right where he belong. Yeah, free my guy, even though he a killer. I know he was wrong for running up in the church and lighting up the preacher and the deacon. But you know, my man, it's hard out here, man. Look how they treat us out here in the world. We can't get a job. They don't care about us. I'm stuck in the projects. I'm on welfare. I don't know who my daddy is. My mama never really loved me like that. Life is just so messed up. I ain't got no education. I got a girl that don't love me. Life is just so messed up. Look at me. I'm wearing the same socks 7 days a week. I'm sleeping in different friends' houses because I ain't got nowhere to go. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Y'all sound crazy, man. Y'all sound fucking crazy. Yeah, you know how it is, but Clay, you should be able to write. Man, listen, I don't know how nothing is. I don't know how nothing is because I don't participate in the buffoonery. Y'all a bunch of clowns out here. Super duper clowns. And for y'all that's out there condoning it, when you know somebody in your family actually does something and you got the audacity to be out there condoning it by saying freedom, they need to lock your ass up too. It's a rapper from out here that pulled a home invasion and killed the whole family. This fool out here getting paid. Yeah, you know they you know what? Because they stupid. My thing is right when you get into the rap business, it's really supposed to be because you want to change your life. You want to get out the streets. You're talented, so you using your talent to take care of your family, to come back and grab people in your community and maybe give them jobs. It ain't for you to be rapping and and I know the industry sometimes is fucked up where it puts you in a situation where it's like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? But some of these guys are getting paid way more than some of the artists was getting paid years ago, and they still manage to go out here being fuck ups. A lot of them are getting paid a lot of money to do these tours, probably more than the rappers from 10, 20 years ago. And they still managing to mess that up because you feel like you gotta you gotta cater to the streets. So you want to be a rapper and a gangster when you really supposed to be out here trying to change your life. Let me get that house my mama wanted, or let me get that house my grandmother wanted. My pops maybe. My pops about to come home from jail, whatever, prison, whatever. Me and him ain't got the best relationship. Let me set him up. Let me put some money away to see my kids go to college. Or let me make enough money to start a college fund or for kids who can't go to college. Some shit. I don't know. The parks in my neighborhood are raggedy. Let me take the money and fix it. Let me put back into my community. Let me fix it. Huh? The Boys and Girls Club or the YMCA is about to close. Let me take some money and put it back into that and keep the YMCA going so these kids will have somewhere to go. These fucking dumb. These why I don't look up to these new dumbass rappers. I don't like none of them. None of them. They more in tune with going to jail, messing their career up before it even begins. And even with them, they got to be aware of their surroundings. That's why a lot of them are ending up in the predicaments that they're in. They put themselves in situations that they shouldn't have been in the beginning. If I'm trying to get out the hood to live a better life, these dudes ain't doing that. They want to still be gang members. They want to still rap. They want to still go run around tearing shit up. So when you're doing 15, 20 years, after 15, 20 years, you can't come home and rap. What you gonna do? Hmm? You go to jail at 22 and come home at 38. Ain't nobody trying to fucking hear you rap. The hell you rapping about? The whole time that you was in prison? A lot can change in 30 days in a year with you gone. So from 22 years old to 38, the hell is you rapping about? It's a whole new era. Ain't nobody trying to hear you. You ain't got nothing to rap about. Because ain't nobody trying to hear you. Gotta pay attention to our surroundings, ladies and gentlemen. It's just that simple. I'm in control of my environment. Huh? I know y'all seen Thin of Thieves. Y'all heard O'Shea Jackson say it at the end, right? I'm in complete control of my environment. Yeah, I'm not playing them type of games. I love my wife, but there's certain places I won't bust a move with her because I don't like the surroundings. I don't like the surroundings, and I have the right to feel that way. So what do I do? I won't go, and I'm okay with not going. Yeah, I was just watching it yesterday with my wife. Part one. Part two wasn't that good. But I'm in complete control. So if I say I'm not going somewhere, I'm not going. And if I do go and I say I'm leaving at this time, that's the time I'm leaving at. You can't even enjoy yourself without being around the idiotic shit. It's ridiculous. And then, like I said earlier, if you're one of those people who don't like to go anywhere like that, then you got your friends and family looking at you like, yo, bro, you'll never want to be doing anything. Yes, we can't let this type of stuff stop us from having fun, but it plays a part in us not having fun. Plays a part. And I say it a whole lot of time. Y'all think being ignorant, being ghetto, and being ratchet is so cool that you want to blame it on the community you come from. Everybody that come from the hood is not ratchet and ghetto. Is stupid or uneducated. A lot of people who come from the hood are more educated and more smart than the person who has their degree. It's just some decisions that they made. There's actually some smart people, and I ain't talking about New York. I'm talking about the hood, period, every part of America. They just made some decisions, but it's up to you to fix it. Everybody's not that, but for the idiots that's out there doing it, y'all comfortable. Y'all really comfortable with that shit. Well, you know, you act like you're not black. Exactly, I'm black. We're not talking about black people. We're talking about the ignorant motherfuckers. Y'all know who they are, and I'm not gonna say the name. So no, I'm never will talk about black people because black people ain't the ones that's out here fucking this country up. We're not the ones doing it because we're all taking care of our families. We all are staying out the way. We're trying to make it the best way we can, even if we're struggling. We're trying to make it the best way we can. And you idiots are going out your way every time to make it look like we all alike. That's what y'all doing. Y'all make it look like we all alike. If they wonder why when we go places, we already got people looking at us funny. It's enough to feel uncomfortable in your own skin, let alone walk around your city or walk around where you from, and everywhere you go, you got to be looked at a certain way. And it's crazy. I don't get that. It's no way to live. You can't be comfortable. You can't possibly be comfortable like that. You can't. For me, it's a disgusting feeling. And I believe me, I don't want to feel like that, but it's a feeling that's not controllable. It is what it is at the end of the day, y'all. But I'm just saying, we have to pay attention to our surroundings, not pay attention to the things that we want to pay attention to. And I'm not saying everywhere you go, you got to move like you're nervous, but you got to pay attention. You ain't got to be nervous. You can still have fun. Of course, you can still go have fun and enjoy yourself. Nobody's saying stand around and be nervous and every time you see something that don't look right, jump up and move. No, that's not what I'm saying. Just pay attention, but at the same time, enjoy yourself. Smash that like button, y'all. Get them likes up, man. Yeah, I know it's too early in the morning to be talking this negative stuff. To y'all, it's negative. To me, this is real. These are what these morning chop ups represent. This is very important. It's very, very, very important. No, I mean it's not. It's not a bad strategy. You know what I'm saying? You can go somewhere and have fun and enjoy yourself. You just got to be like, yo, all right. You see shit getting a little too crazy. Like, you know what killed me with people, right? People see shit about to get crazy and still stand there to wait to see how crazy it gets. And it's like, what are you doing? Yeah, I'd rather be wrong about the bad feeling too. But my shit is, I hate when people stand around, see something about to happen, and they waiting for the happen to happen. And I'm like, okay, what are you doing? Why are we still standing here? Yeah, I'd rather be, I'm not the type that everywhere I go, I'm gonna be right about something, but I'd rather go ahead and have that feeling. And if I'm wrong, I'll be like, man, I'm wrong, man. I thought this was gonna happen and it didn't. All right, today's a beautiful day. Today was a good day on some Ice Cube shit. It was a good day. Cool. It might be not good. It might be just good for that moment. You leave and then you be like, yo, you know what? I'm glad y'all left. 10 minutes after y'all left, this happened. A fight broke out. A shootout happened. Somebody got stabbed. An altercation almost happened that could have led to somebody getting killed. And that's when I'd be like, yeah, I'm glad we left. Y'all got to start listening to your feelings, not listening to somebody else's feelings. Forget somebody else's feelings. Somebody else's feelings is not your feelings. So whenever you feel like something ain't right, you have every right to get up out of there. You probably shouldn't have been there in the first place. But get up out of there. Never let somebody talk you into staying somewhere and you feel like it ain't safe. Or you just be like in the beginning, I'm not going. Me, I don't do block parties. For the simple fact is when they have block parties, sometimes things tend to get a little out of hand. That your feelings don't lie. Yeah, your feelings don't lie. And if my feelings lied to me, then okay, well, it lied to me, whatever. But I'm gonna go with my feelings. I'm not gonna let you talk me out of nothing. I'm not gonna let you persuade me to stay in just because you want me to be around you. Hell no. And then as soon as something happened to you, you know what? He wanted to leave. She wanted to leave, and I told them no because I thought we were having a good time. We didn't know this was gonna happen today. Well, let me tell you something. You cannot wake up every day and say that you don't know death is a part of life. Death is a part of life, even when you're having a good time. Death is a part of life, even when you're having a good time. Death walks the streets every day. Death is in your community, it's at your job, it's everywhere. Even when you're having fun, death awaits. Death is not in particular places. Death is anywhere and everywhere. It's there when you sleep. It just hasn't gotten you, but it's everywhere. What do you think people go to sleep and don't wake up for? Huh? Because they don't want to wake up? Death is everywhere. And the sooner y'all understand that, the sooner you'll understand life. Nobody's saying walk around, be scared, be nervous, look over your shoulder. No. The simple word is for the day is surroundings. Just be aware of your surroundings. That's all you got to do. Some of y'all don't care. I don't need to be around aware of my surroundings. I'm in my hood. I'm around my people. What that mean? What that mean? Because it's nothing for a family member to kill another family member. I've been around family members who have took shots at each other, and not with words, but with guns, pulled knives out. I've experienced it. Front of my face. So there's no such thing as that your own family won't put you in harm or try to kill you, because there's plenty of family members that have killed other family members. Yeah, plenty of times, Eric. Oh, I don't play that shit, especially with my wife. Even when I'm not with her, I'm gonna make sure I make it back home to her. When she's not with me, I always tell her, you better make sure you make it back to this house, or I'll go get her. I'll go get her. She know I don't care. I'm a go get her. Straight up. So she know already. I'm gonna make it back. I'm not gonna not make it back because I was either I was somewhere where I shouldn't have been, or I was hanging around a bunch of idiots I shouldn't have been around. Y'all think because, man, can't nothing happen to me. I'm in my community. I'm this and that. I'm good. The streets got me. Get the fuck out of here. The streets don't give a shit about you. You know how many people lost their life to the streets, and these were people that were well known. They were top dogs in their community. People feared them. Or they were just good people who took care of their community. Death don't give a shit about color. Death don't care about you being no gangster. Death don't care nothing about you being no punk. Death don't care nothing about you being kind. Death don't care nothing about you being a good person. It don't care. People die every day from mistaken identity. Oh man, they killed him. He was a good dude. Oh, well, you know what? That was just karma. Yeah, he might not have been the person that they was going after, but he was going to die anyway, because all he ever did was fucked up shit to people anyway, so I ain't too bad about him going. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, y'all. But you can't tell us to the gangsters. Huh? You can't tell this to the people that want to be hood 24/7, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. You can't tell this to them. Because it's more important to be super thugs. It's more important to be super thugs. We don't want to hear this righteous shit that you're talking, brother. Go to church if you want to do that. Yeah, all right, cool. Whatever. Laugh now, die later. Huh? Laugh now, die later. Not laugh now and cry later. Your family's going to be doing the crying. You're going to be doing the dying. That's a fact. Word of the day is surroundings, y'all. And I'm going to leave it at that, man. I don't want to ruin everybody's morning seeming like I'm being negative. But these are just some positive words. Rest in peace to the grandmother, like I said 2 days ago, who lost her life, and condolences to the family. Fortunately, it's just sad, man. Sad. And condolences to anybody out there who lost their life. I know what it feels like. My sister was murdered. I know what that feels like. I have cousins that were murdered. I have friends that were murdered. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, y'all. I'll be back today, 5 o'clock. Remember, it's Throwback Thursday. We will be talking about Irish Mickey Ward. So y'all make sure y'all come back at 5 p.m. today. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and get them lights up for me. Catch y'all later. Be safe out there. I love y'all. Y'all know what it is. It's the No Doug Zone podcast. Let's go.